No. After we apologize for the technical glitch that our stream got cut off. So right after the powerful satsang, we actually began the power manifestation session. Now we'll be actually doing the power manifestation session. We apologize for this technical glitch. We're complete for this. Now let's begin with Sadguru. Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasya Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami.
Yes. Now we're all going to be entering into a process through which we are going to be manifesting the powers of third eye. Next slide, ma'am. So we'll now be manifesting the basic powers, a few rounds of certain basic powers. So for every power, we are going to be chanting the Shastra Pramana, the eternal, unchangeable truths as it is revealed in the source scriptures. Then the Apta Pramanas, actually Swamiji himself had explained this in today's satsang. The Apta Pramanas are the experiences and results of the Aptas or authorities of Hinduism, who are the Vedic rishis, the scientists who time tested and verified the science. So the great seers, enlightened masters and incarnations who have verified these signs are the Apta Pramanas. Then Atma Pramanas are accounts of from the life of SPH, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and from his very own personal experiences of power manifestation. Then we have the Pratyaksha Pramana, which are the empirical evidence from the observation and scientific experimentation. So Kailasas Paramashivoham, the whole event, the whole course, everything is authenticated through 4 levels of evidences or pramana. Next slide. So right now we're going to be entering into the power of third eye. We'll chant the Shastra Pramana. Kapalantar manonyasya tishtanmilita lochanaha kramena manaso daryat lakshaye lakshamuttamam. By fixing the mind on the inner space within the crown center and sitting stably without any movement, having the eyes closed, in succession by that stability of the mind and inner space through the power of the third eye, one directly sees the ultimate goal, Lakshyam, by having the vision beyond the sight that reveals any object or place, attaining the space of oneness with the source Paramashiva.
न तु मां शक्यसे द्रष्टुम् अनेनैव स्वचक्षुषा दिव्यं ददामि ते चक्षु पश्यं मे योगमैश्वरम्.
Bhagavan Krishna says in Mahabharata to Arjuna, he says, but you cannot see my cosmic form with these physical eyes of yours. Therefore, I grant you the divine third eye vision. Behold my cosmic majestic opulence. In the Hindu Purana Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Krishna initiates Arjuna into the power of third eye to behold Krishna's Vishwarupa Darshan, the vision of his cosmic form. The 11th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, which contains the description of Bhagavan Krishna's cosmic form, is completely narrated by Arjuna as he sees Bhagavan Krishna through the third eye. Next slide. In Swamiji's own words, the first experience that I was able to see everything around me, above me, the whole 360 degree, 10 directions, below me, everything, I realized I was not only able to see, but I was able to feel, experience all of them as me. I felt the skin of the stone on which I was sitting and the skin of this body both carry me equally. In both, I exist equally. The air, the breeze. We are now going to be projecting a picture for all of you to see. Yes. Now please tie your eyes. Now we'll be projecting a picture for all of you to see, and all of you can start verbalizing whatever is appearing for you in your third eye. Next slide, ma. We'll now be projecting the picture for all of you. Please chant the Mahavakya and start manifesting. Now we can go to the next slide. Please relax. Now everybody can relax. And you all can now remove your eye bands and slowly open your eyes. Whatever appeared in your third eye, whatever you saw till now, right? Whatever appeared in your third eye, please make sure that you post it as a comment. Whatever you saw. We can go to the next slide. Now let's all just check on the answer. Next slide. We are now going to be projecting the answer for all of us. The answer is this picture. This was what was projected for all of you, for each of you to see through your third eye. It's a beautiful picture of a Trishul on Swami's armband and on Swami's arm. Yes. So now all of us can relax. I request each of you, whoever manifested this, please make sure you upload your answers, experiences, manifestation on Facebook. Now let's go to the next Shakti, the power of consciousness over matter. Right now, we are going to be rotating an object on the palm itself. We'll chant the Shastra Pramana for this. Pachid Vasuni Vinyasya Shane Drishtim Nivartayet तज्ज्ञानं चित्तसहितं देवी शून्यालयो भवेत्.
Having fixed one's eye on particular object, Vastu, one should slowly withdraw the sight from that object as well as slowly eliminate the knowledge of that object along with the thought and impression of it. Then, O Devi, one abides in Shunya, Sa Anya, the state where there is nothing other than this exists, which is the state of all inclusiveness or infinity. This is from the Sutra 120 of Vijnana Bhairava Tantra. Next slide, please.
In the life of Sundara, one day when Sundara was on a pilgrimage, right, and he was at Tirukandayur and he saw Tiruvayyaru on the opposite bank of the river. The river was in flood and it was impossible for Sundara to cross it. Sundara immediately connects to Paramashiva, Bhagwan Paramashiva, sings a Tevaram in praise of Lord Paramashiva. Immediately the river parts way and Sundara crosses the river and goes to the temple on the other side of the bank. So that's a beautiful Apta Pramana from the life of Sundara for the power of consciousness over matter. Now, the Atma Pramana incident from Swamiji's very own life is an incident with Swamiji and Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Next slide, please. One day, Arunagiri Yogeshwara was sitting and teaching a Yoga Sutra to Swamiji. And Swamiji, he was explaining to Swamiji that when you feel one with nature, nature listens to you. Then Swamiji asked, how can that be? Arunagiri Yogeshwara told him to feel one with a nearby rock. He just held Swamiji's hand and moved it. Suddenly, the boulder started rolling without even Swamiji touching it. When Arunagiri Yogeshwara stopped the hand movement, the boulder stopped. This is a very beautiful incident from Swamiji's life that actually tells us the power of consciousness over matter. Now, let's all enter into the preparation for this power manifestation. All of you will need a coconut, orange, an apple, or a round object.
Please place your palm like this on a flat surface. Make sure you see your palm needs to be flat. So place your palm in such a way that it is flat, and on top of that, please place a coconut or an orange or an apple or even a lemon would do. So please place it on your palm. Now intensely connect with Swamiji and chant the Mahavakya Om Nityananda Paramashivoham. Look with all your three eyes at the coconut. Connect with it, intensely look at it and instruct it to move. With the power of your conscious will, it will simply move. Just chant the Mahavakya. Relax. So now, once you have finished rolling the object, you can post it along with the hashtag Nityananda, hashtag Kailasa, and hashtag Nityananda Satsang. And please go to the previous slide. Now let's start chanting the Purna Mantra and concluding the session. And just a reminder to all of you, tonight we have satsang, so do not miss it. 8 p.m. IST. Now we'll conclude this segment with Purna Mantra. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tat Sat Sarvam Bhagavat Shri Nityananda Paramashiva Padakaarpanamastu. Om Nityanandam.
Thank you all. Nityanandam.
Nityanandam.